औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बी इश्रह ली सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वाहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। अस्सलाम वालेकुम व्यूअर्स, welcome to my YouTube channel Nadeem Shaukat TV. If you are new one, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button for new updates. If you like my videos, please don't forget to comment, like and share my videos. Jazakallah. Viewers, today I will discuss emotional and behavioral disorders, in short EBD, which is almost most common disorders nowadays. Inshallah, after this brief video, you will understand what are the basic concepts of EBD, classifications of EBD, common habits of EBD disturbed people, characteristics of EBD, what are the main causes of EBD, and how can we assess the EBD individuals, and how can we manage the emotional and behavioral disturbed individuals. First of all, look a glance at emotional and behavioral disorder, which is a mixture of three words. First of all, I want to stress on these three words: emotion, behavior and disorders, and then I will move forwards to the exact definitions of EBD. Emotion is our internal feelings deriving from one's circumstances, mood or relationship with others. These feelings result in physical and psychological changes that influence thoughts and behaviors. Behavior is our actions that the people can observe and measure. There are mainly two types of behavior: overt behavior and second one is covert behavior. Overt behavior is our observable behaviors, while covert behavior is our measurable behavior which usually cannot be observed. Disorder is our behavior or mental patterns that causes significant distress, impairment of personal functioning. According to Individual Disability Education Act, emotional behavioral disorders may be defined as a condition exhibiting one or more of the following characteristics over a long period of time which adversely affects academic performance of an individual or child. First one is inability to learn, not explained by intellectual, sensory or health factors. The person may be intellectually okay, he or she has no any sensory deficit, but still he is unable to learn. Then, according to IDEA, we said that he or she is ENBD disorder, emotional and behavioral disorder. Second one is inability to build, maintain relationship with peer, teachers, siblings, parents, etc. Excuse me. Means that person could not maintain a good relationship with their peers or other family members or other social environment. Third one is inappropriate types of behavior of feeling under normal circumstances. Fourth one is general pervasive modes of unhappiness or depression. Fifth, tendency to develop physical symptoms or fears associated with school problems. Classifications of EBD. Emotional and behavioral disorders are classified into two categories. One is internal behavior, second is external behavior. Internal behavior. Internal behaviors are what the child feels inside, such as means those behaviors which we cannot observe directly, such as worry, fear, sadness, withdrawal, limited activity levels, avoidance of social situations, anxiety, depressions, inappropriate crying. External behavior. External behavior are usually our observable behaviors which a child displays to others, such as disobedience, aggressiveness, hyperactivity, tantrums, lying and stealing, distractiveness, self-control difficulties. Now we see what are the common habits of emotional and behavioral disturbed individuals. Pica. Pica is an eating disorder in which an individual can eat non-nutritive substances like rubber, chalk, paper, pencils, mirrors, etc. Nail biting, anopophagia, thumb sucking, head banging, movement of head side to by side or to and fro, etc. Body rocking and rhythmic movements, temper tantrums, bedwetting, neurosis, bruxism, teeth grinding. These are all the common habits of emotionally and behaviorally disturbed individual which usually shows in his or her overt behavior. Characteristics of emotional and behavioral disturbed individuals. External behavior. Generally disobedient behavior. Does not follow directions within a reasonable amount of time. Argue excessively. Temper tantrums. Hit and fighting. Rule breaking. Destroys property. Lies. Steals. Ignore the teachers. Don't complete assignments. Externalized may suffer from conduct disorders, oppositional defiant disorders, obsessive compulsive disorders, and eating disorders, etc. Internal behavior. Very little social interaction. These individuals usually not interact to others members like his family members, peers, or other members of his or her surrounding areas. These children usually seldom plays with other children, extremely fearful without reasons, complains of being sick or hurt, don't have social skills to make friends and have fun, often retreat into daydreams and fantasies. Internalized can also suffer from anxiety, separations, anxiety fears and phobias, obsessive compulsive disorders, and panic disorders. Social and adaptive behavior. Disruption and aggression, not completing tasks, difficulty in sharing, difficulty playing games, difficulty apologizing, problem solving difficulty, trouble accepting consequences, difficulty expressing affection, difficulty meeting classroom demands, can also have language deficits, school avoidance, poor school performance. Academic achievement. Difficulty in all academic areas. Students with EBD have the poorest academic outcomes because these individuals does not take interest in school activities, does not obey the rule and regulations of school administrations or his or her teachers, so that is why they are poor in academic activities. Deficit remains stable or gets worse as they grow older. High level of people's dropout rate from high school. Causes of EBD. The specific causes of EBD remain subtle. However, following factors can contribute to emotional and behavioral disorders. First one is biological factors. Second one is environmental factors. Third is family factors. And fourth is school factors. Biological factors. Genetics plays a very vital role in emotional and behavioral disturbed individuals. Brain damage, brain dysfunctioning, poor nutrition, and physical illness are the biological factors which can cause EBD. Environmental factors. Media, peer groups, society, exposure to violence, extreme stress, loss of an important person are all the environmental factors which can cause emotional and behavioral disorders in children or adults, etc. Family factors. Interactions between parents and their child influences the child's opinions, behaviors, and emotions. One factor associated with the emotion problem is child abuse. Child abuse may result in poor impulse control and poor self-concept. Aggression and anger are often noticed in children who have been abused. Social factors. In our society, social factor failure, school failure may attach to personal failure. Academic failure and low intelligence, when combined with antisocial behavior or conduct disorder, indicate social adjustment problems in adulthood. How can we assess the emotion and behavior disorders in individuals? First one is observations. Through observation, we can observe or assess emotional behavior disorders in children through reports like educational reports, etc., which can tell us about the external behavior of the emotionally and behavioral disturbed individuals. Interviews with parents and teachers, use of academic testings, informal data collections, like we can ask about the individuals to his or her siblings, to his or her teachers, to his or her other family members. These are all informal data collections. Use of behavior rating scales, behavior assessment systems, personality inventors, and projective tests like HFD, TAT, CAT, etc. are the projective tests which can be used to assess the emotional and behavior disturbed individual. How can we manage the emotionally and behavioral disturbed individuals? First of all, behavior modification. There are many behavior modification therapies which can be used in the treatment of emotional and behavioral disturbed individuals. Second one is counseling and guidance of parents and appropriate training and education of child. And third one is pharmacotherapy, which medications are also used in the treatment of emotional and behavioral disturbed individuals. Thanks for watching my videos. You are watching Nadeem Shaukat TV. Please subscribe my channel, comment, like and share my videos, and press the bell icon button for new, interesting, creative and informative videos.